What's going on, everybody? We are preparing for our flight. I'm a ladder real quick. This is a smoking flight. It's All right, today's flight details. We're heading from Seattle back to our home hub of Atlanta. Total is a little over 1,900 nautical miles. We'll be cruising at 37,000 feet and be flying the fly-by-wire Airbus 320, which is the A32XN. Just making sure I have everything set up that I need ready to go so we can just jump in. We will be flying online, although we don't have any air traffic control up here in the Northwest right now. All right. Go ahead and jump into the plane. All right, we're going to take it pretty slow. This is going to be just about 14 minutes shy of a 5-hour flight. Whether or not I increase sim speed once we get up to cruising altitude, I'm not sure how I'm going to handle that yet. We might just sit back and relax and chit-chat depending on how many people we have in the room. If not, I might fast forward through the boring cruise. Hey, Starman, what's going on? Let me minimize these two right here. And they never want to reset correctly back to their position. All right, let's go ahead and get started up. We have our mastery battery switch on. Turn on battery 1, battery 2, connect external power. And we're going to go ahead, still have a little bit of daylight, but we're going to go ahead and turn up our lights. Nav 1, or IR 1, 2, and 3 on. Turn our pumps on. Crew oxygen supply. Arm the emergency exit lights. Seat belts and no smoking. Go ahead and turn on our beacon. And we'll be using our nav lights for this flight, just because we want to. All right, go ahead and turn our fly pad on while we're waiting. You've been trying to get your stream going anymore, Starman? Are you going to give up for right now till you can upgrade that PC a little bit? All right, let's go ahead and connect our jetway, call for the baggage. We'll go ahead and get our passengers loaded on. I believe we have 108, according to our flight plan. All right, go back in the plane, check the MCDU. Let's go ahead and pull our flight plan up from SimBrief. From Seattle, Tacoma to Atlanta, Hartsford. And we'll go ahead and get our fuel and weights. So 13.0 for our block fuel. We'll go ahead and load that. Page 2, load our weights. Init page, go ahead and pull up our init data. Enter our flight number here. We are DAL 778, which is Delta 778. Page 2, get our 0 fuel weight. And put our block fuel in again, which is 13.0. All right, all that's up. All we need here is our trip wind, which is going to be a tailwind of 58 knots. So that's really going to help us save some fuel. All right, looking good there. Head over to the perfs page. We'll be taking off in flaps 1. Let's get our V speeds here. This will be landing at 144 nautical miles per hour. Okay, everything else is good. Let's head on over to the approach screen right here and get our, approach Metar for Atlanta. Local altimeter there is going to be 3018. Temperature is 19 degrees currently. And the wind is out of 320 at 12 knots. It's 320/12. A little bit of wind, not too bad. 18,000 feet, of course, for our transition altitude. And we'll worry about our barometer and minimums in just a second. Got all that. We're going to go ahead and warm up our APU. Get ready for starting. Now we do have no ATC online, so we don't need to call in for our clearances. We're just going to be ready to go ahead and start up. When we're ready here, switch over to APU so I can see it. Turn these lights up. Make them a little more visible. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and get the screen slider. Yeah, we don't need these. I'll save a couple frames per second. Not having to worry about that. Check outside the plane again. Baggage is ready to go. And as usual, we have overcast. Very overcast day here in Seattle, Tacoma. APU is ready to go, so we're going to go ahead and start engine number 2. We'll let that spool up a bit. While we're waiting, we'll go ahead and call our tug over and get him ready for the pushback. Alright, we check on our passengers, make sure they're all boarded on. Send a message to the flight attendants to prepare passengers for taxi.
Welcome aboard, everyone. Before we get moving, please be sure to fasten your seatbelt, return your seat back and folding trays to their full upright position, and store your carry-on luggage in either an overhead bin or under the seat in front of you. If seated next to an emergency exit, please read carefully the instructions located by the exit. If you do not wish to perform the functions described in them in the event of an emergency, please inform a flight attendant so that they may reseat you. We request that all portable electronic devices such as mobile phones or laptops be either turned off or put in airplane mode at this time. This is because these devices may interfere with the aircraft's navigational and communication equipment. We will inform you when you may continue using these devices. We would like to remind you that smoking on board this aircraft is prohibited by law, as is tampering with, disabling, or destroying lavatory smoke detectors. If you have any questions about this flight today, don't hesitate to ask myself or another flight attendant.
Start engine 2
Have
here.
a great flight.
And we'll go ahead and start our pushback. And disengage our parking brake.
On behalf of the captain and crew, welcome aboard the flight. Make sure your seatbelt is fastened, return your seat backs and trays to their full upright position. Also, please turn off all electronic devices. Thank you.
Go ahead and turn our taxi lights on. Alright, while we're pushing back, let's go ahead and get our navigaf connected. Make sure there's nobody behind us. Alright, there's our last flight, so we need to go ahead and clear that one out, pull in the new flight. Now right there. Alright, so we're good to go. Let's go ahead and pull up our airport chart here. And our SID. Let's go ahead and get that pinned so we can bring that back up later. Alright, we're going to be taking off from runway 16 left. Alright, we're going to end the pushback here. Keep our map up. So we need to go first one up here to the right. So we're going to go down taxiway Alpha to Delta. Alrighty. Everything is good to go. Let me pull up 1 second. Just read a little bit of information here. All right, we'll go ahead and get moving.
If I can get everyone's attention,
So we're going to be taking off, climbing to 10,000 feet initially.
When you see the seatbelt sign illuminate, you must fasten your seatbelt. Insert the metal fittings, one into the other, and tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. You can release your seatbelt by lifting the upper portion of the buckle. It's preferred that you keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the flight in case of turbulence. There are several emergency exits throughout this plane. Please take a moment to locate your closest exit. In some cases, your nearest exit might be behind you. If we need to evacuate the aircraft, floor-level lighting will guide you toward the available exits. Doors can be opened by moving the handle in the direction of the arrow. Each door is equipped with an inflatable slide which can be detached and used as a life raft. Oxygen and air pressure are always monitored throughout the flight. If decompression occurs, an oxygen mask will fall from the ceiling in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you and place it firmly
Seattle
over your
area
mouth
traffic,
and
Delta
nose.
778, currently taxiing
Behind your head
taxiway Alpha
normally.
to
It might
Delta,
seem
runway
like the bag
16
isn't
left,
inflating,
straight out
but
departure.
oxygen is flowing to the mask. If you're traveling with a child or someone who needs help, please secure your own mask first. After that, you can assist the other person. And please keep your mask on until a crew member advises you to remove it. In the event of an emergency, please assume the bracing position. Lean forward with your hands on top of your head and your elbows against your thighs. Ensure
Let's pull
your
up our
feet are flat on the floor.
local,
Life vests are located in a
which
pouch
was
under your seat between the armrests.
3017.
When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest. Slip it over your head and bring the straps around your waist. Adjust the straps at the front. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord when leaving the aircraft. If you need to refill the vest, blow into the mouthpiece. Also use the whistle and light to attract attention. Your seat bottom cushion can be used as a flotation device. Pull the cushion from the seat, slip your arms into the straps, and hug the cushion to your chest. Electronic devices like phones and laptop computers
How long did it take me to get my stream up and running smooth?
Mobile phones
It's
must remain off
been
throughout the
a
flight.
learning experience.
Remember that this is a
I was able to,
non-smoking flight.
do my first stream
Also, damaging the smoke
within a
detectors in the
couple,
lavatories is
couple hours of
prohibited by law. You will find
setting
all
things
safety
up
information in a
and
card located in the
working,
seat
trying to
pocket
figure
in
out how to
front of
do
you.
some overlay.
It is recommended that you read it before we take off.
But really,
If you have
it probably
any
took me about a
questions,
week
please ask
before I
myself
had all
or
my
another crew
settings
member.
right.
We hope you enjoy your flight.
It's really trial and error. Had to do a stream, keep checking my frame rate, keep checking the hardware, make sure the processor and stuff wasn't getting pushed too hard. And I tweak some settings, usually after or during every stream. So yeah, it took about a week to get things to where I felt they were a comfortable place to have them at. But as far as my first stream, yeah, probably within an hour of setting up Streamlabs. All right, we're going to blow up here to Delta. No need to go all the way back to Charlie. All right, go ahead and drop down into flaps 1. Check everything out again. Test the speed brakes. All good. Rudders. Good. Put the parking brake back down. I'm gonna check the engines real quick here. Seems to be pretty good. Take off parking brake. And since we're just flying on Unicom right now, don't have any actual air traffic control, I am just going to quickly radio in so any other local traffic can hear us. Seattle area traffic, Delta 778, lining up, runway 16 left, straight out departure. Just like that. Get her lined up pretty smooth. Gonna put the brakes on. All right, one last check, make sure everything is right. Local altimeter is set. We'll be climbing initially to 10,000 feet. And hey, appreciate the follow there. Kill Dread Red. I like that name. It's kind of a busy name, a lot going on. All right, everything is ready to go, so we're going to go ahead and take off. But that's weird. Hold on. All right, I guess it's just a quick bank to the left after takeoff. There's a unusual SID. Make sure the nose, yeah, the nose wants to push up. Sometimes it does that. So we're just going to hold it down until it's time to rotate. Keep it at 10 degrees, right about there. Yeah, positive climb, so we're going to go ahead and retract the landing gear. Wait till we're over the airport. Try to stay lined up here with the runway. Drop back to climb detent. raise our flaps. And hook her on around. Get on.
And Seattle traffic,
our
Horizon
path.
dash 400, line it up, runway 16 left.
Yeah, see, we did have somebody else on the Unicom, so that's why we communicate. I'm doing pretty good, man. How are you doing? Yeah, we're on VATSIM. Unfortunately, we don't have any ATC for the Seattle area. But hopefully, as we make our way east, we should come into some. No, we just got, what was that? Seattle approach. Okay. A little too late now. I'm almost out of their airspace anyway, so. Dublin to Manchester. And I don't do too much flying over overseas. You guys have a lot of air traffic controllers over there. I'm actually envious. Or you don't have any right now? Usually when I look over there, you guys are just like slammed. All right, let's go ahead and engage our autopilot. All right, we're going to go ahead and just ignore that message from Seattle Approach because I don't know why they would message me. They just came online, like, literally right after I took off. So, man, I don't really need to talk to them anymore. We're on our SID. Yeah, I see you guys have a lot of events over there, too. So, it's a lot of short hops, but, you know, you'll have 20, 30, 40 planes all flying out at the same time. It's fun. No, especially during the week. It's pretty slim pickings. If you get controllers on, they're really sporadic. You might get just center. You might get approach departure, but unless there's an event going on in the U.S., there's usually not much. All right, we are at 10,000 feet. We're going to go ahead and assume. We would go ahead and get approval, clearance for our final altitude, which is flight level 370. And we're going to go up about 1,000 feet per minute. Maybe about 900. No rush. We got almost 2,000 miles to cover.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can now use electronic devices. As soon as we reach our cruising altitude, the flight attendants will be coming by with a drink cart. Now relax and have a great flight.
I'm still showing. Yeah, they're still online. They've only been online for about 45 minutes, so probably another hour and a half. They don't stay online usually more than 2 hours, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just cruise out. And so far, yeah, nothing between us and Atlanta. So, I don't know. Hopefully we'll get something. We'll be crossing through a couple areas. Memphis usually comes online at night. So, oh, you fly in New England? They have some really good ATCs. There's a couple guys up there that fly. They'll fly Boston Center, and if they're online, a lot of times I'll change my flight plan while I'm en route just to go through their airspace because I love dealing with them. Very professional, good guys. New York, not so much. But the Boston guys, that was pretty good. One of them actually streams on Twitch while he's doing his ATC. Can't remember his name. But that's enough of that screen, so let's go ahead and just get back to our flight. Yeah, he sounds familiar. He's the guy, he has 2 webcams on his stream, one that shows his cat. He's entertaining to watch sometimes. Sheed, not the cat. The cat's boring as hell. All right, well, this is a smoking flight, so feel free to smoke if you got them. It's getting a little dark. Let me switch some lights on real quick. Otherwise, my webcam will keep auto-focusing. So, are you an independent pilot, or do you fly with a virtual airline? Are you commercial or general aviation? IFR, VFR? What do you do? Cape Air Virtual. They pretty good VA? I fly with the Delta Virtual. So we simulate Delta and the Delta Sky Team partnership. Yeah, I've been in a couple, mostly U.S., well, all of them U.S. based. Some better than others. You know, they all try, but I like to simulate the airlines, but I don't like them to be so strict that it just kind of takes the fun out of it. Oh, you guys are an official airline, huh? That's pretty cool. Hope we can get up this above this cloud cover pretty soon. Just barely see some snow-capped mountains right now. Yeah, as far as ours goes, you know, they're strict in the sense, you know, you need to fly Delta or Delta Sky Team equipment, but you're not locked down into, like, if we look up a flight the Delta's flying, like this one. This was actually a flight set up for a 737 Boeing, and I'm flying in the A320, which is perfectly fine. As long as it's a Delta aircraft, we can kind of substitute and flip around. Microsoft Flight Simulator doesn't really have very many commercial aircraft airliners that I would call functional. They're just really bad. I stick to the third-party stuff, the fly-by-wire A320, and the I do like the what is that? It's the CJ4. Can't remember which one it is. Working title? Yeah, that's it. Working title CJ4. And we could substitute that one for the CRJ200. That's cool. I've been really on our VA because since we are Delta, I mean, to me, we should be able to fly the Delta private jets. Yeah, which includes the Citation Longitude and the King Air 350i. But I don't know. The upper guys seem to want to just stick to the airliners. Unfortunately, because I love flying the King Air.
$18,000 feet.
Many times. They've talked about it in their meetings, and the most positive thing I've gotten was, you know, we just switched to a new website for our VA, and they discuss it more in the future as far as like possibility maybe for higher ranks, which I only need one more rank and then I'm up there at the top, but still. That's cool. My VA keeps, we have them, but they're usually scheduled when I'm not home, which is unfortunate because I really want to do a group flight. That just seems like it'd be a lot of fun. But they do a few every week. I'm just not fortunate enough to match up in the time scheduling of it. Boston to, what is SYR? Syracuse? I'm just guessing. Oh, there you go. 13. You public school or homeschooled? Because if you're homeschooled, you got even more time. That's cool. Man, I wish I'd have gotten to, I've always loved aviation, but yeah, homeschool is brutal. Guess it depends on who's homeschooling you. Yeah, I wish I would have gotten to aviation more than just, an interest when I was a kid. I really wish I would have got my pilot's license and tried for some kind of aviation career. To me, that would be awesome. Let's see. Right now, I'm just showing. I'm in a Twitch chat. So I'm in multi-stream now. Okay, you're watching on Twitch. Ugh. I stream to Twitch and YouTube simultaneously. So if you want, do you have a YouTube channel? You can go over same channel name, Circle of Light. Subscribe to me over there if you want some other content. Twitch is just mainly going to be live streams, just the video gameplay, and I'll be doing more tutorials, guides, and different things like that over on YouTube, where I can actually just record the video, edit, and then before I upload it. I'm not great as far as making educational videos on the fly, because I'll just leave out too much information or forget what I'm talking about. Oh, you're on your phone doing it? Oh. Gotcha. Ugh. Well, if you like watching Microsoft Flight Simulator streams, you should follow the channel. It's a little bit unorthodox. I don't usually fly a lot during the week, but last weekend I wasn't able to get all the flights in that I wanted to, so I'm behind. I usually try to fly at least 20 hours a week, mostly Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Appreciate the follow. But Friday, Saturday, Sunday, those are usually my scheduled days for flight streaming. And that could be anywhere from 4 o'clock in the afternoon to 2 o'clock in the morning, sometimes all day. It just depends what I got going on that weekend. I don't have much of a life right now, so I fly a lot. Got my back injured, so I'm out of work. Kind of a severe injury, so I might not even be able to go back to work. So we're gonna see what happens. I was just lucky I didn't get hurt, because I was screwing off or not following safety procedures or whatever. It was actually the company that didn't, and that's why I got hurt. So I got a lawyer. I'm still waiting to see how they're going to handle it before I actually spring them into action. If I can't go back to work, yeah, I'm going to get a good settlement out of it. It does, because trust me, I would not trade my back for money, because just with this injury and, what it does and how limited I am just for normal activities, yeah, I'd prefer to have my back. With this chair that I'm in, couldn't sit in it more than 10-20 minutes, but had to put some special pads in it and a heater in the back on my lower back just to be able to tolerate it. Otherwise I wouldn't be able to stream it. I'd have to stream standing up, or I don't know. That's why I got this flight desk stand for my yoke and all my control panels and stuff, because initially I was going to try to do some of my streaming standing, but it's working out. Hello, C1 kilometers 4 north. Sick man, right? I'm just messing with you. Well, hello from the United States. South Carolina, to be more precise. All right, we're at just about to cross 260. We got another 11,000 feet to climb. Everything is looking good. We're flying smooth. No turbulence. It's very nice. Did forget to put my ignition back into normal. It's a good thing it's just a simulator plane, or otherwise I'd be burning out switches. I think it's just the way the light is coming into the cockpit. No, we can get a little bit brighter there. That's better. And turn our center panel lights up. It'll be dark by the time we land. I live in South Carolina, but no, I hate the humidity here. I'm from Washington State originally. Much nicer climate. Even the rain, I'd prefer if it was drizzling than being humid outside. So where are you all from? I know Sick Man from Malaysia. Where are you from, Fluffed? Massachusetts. Furthest northeast I've been is New York. So I haven't been up to Massachusetts, to Maine. That's all unknown for me, but I've been to every other state, including Alaska and Hawaii. I always wanted to, well, when I was younger, I wanted to go to New York for Christmas. I don't know why. Probably because there's so many Christmas movies filmed in New York. Just seemed like a cool place to be during Christmas. Yeah, I've been to about 44, 45 states. 20 different countries on 5 different continents. So appreciate you guys watching. Now you could be watching anybody's stream, so the fact that you're here, I really appreciate it. Just starting out, so it's hard to work up from the bottom when you got initially 0 viewers and 0 followers, and hopefully we'll get up there. Not looking to be famous or anything, but it's just entertaining, playing games and chatting and meeting with new people. Oh. Since we're just going to be cruising here for a little bit, let's go ahead and change to more of a center perspective so we can get a better view out of both windows. Maybe zoom in a little bit more. There we go. Oh. All right, all I got is watered down Dr. Pepper from Wendy's, so I'll be back in 1 minute. Gonna grab a drink. $97 in 2 months, that's pretty good. I think I've been streaming for about a week and a half now. So I think I'm up to 10, somewhere around there. I hit that benchmark. Appreciate you think I'm entertaining. It's really hard to be entertaining flying a flight simulator in a commercial airliner. It's not a whole lot to do, so it's just mostly just chit chat. All right, I'll be right back. Alrighty. Sorry about that. I try not to get up too much when I'm streaming, but this is going to be a 5-hour stream if I don't touch the sim rate. So we're going to have to take a few breaks. Once we get about halfway, I'll probably switch to an intermission and just chit-chat with y'all or something. If you're watching right now, I'm not quite sure if I have the audio set very well. I'm going to switch to an external view of the plane and following. Let me know if it's just like too loud or if I need to turn it down. I'd appreciate the feedback. Is that too loud for y'all? Or can you hear me over it? Of course, it's not telling my frame rate. I think I'm too big in this stream. Shrink it down a little bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may now unfasten your seatbelt and move around the cabin. The flight attendants are coming by with beverages and food at this time. Enjoy the rest of the flight.
So we're at 37? Yep, 370. Let's see where we're at right now. It's like we're over Idaho. Idaho. So it looks like we're going to be going through Washington, Idaho, a little bit of Montana, above Utah, down into part of Wyoming, Nebraska, Missouri, Kentucky, Tennessee, North Carolina. No, not quite North Carolina. Tennessee to Georgia. All right. It's not beer time yet. I'll drink another Dr. Pepper. So, Fluff, do you do any streaming? Or are you just the watcher? Oh, looks like I lost you. All right, our arrival into Atlanta is going to be runway 27 right. And that's going to be a Chipper 1. Chipper 1 star with a Matthew transitions. Chipper 1. And cap. The Matthew. Yeah, we'll go ahead and insert that. Good to go. Let's go ahead and put it up here in our destination. Matthew Chipper 1. .27 right, ILS, MCAP. Let's take a look at it. Yep, we'll zoom around there. Let's go ahead and pull up our charts. For our star and approach. Alrighty. You know, it's just a little bit bumpy up here. So let's change our flight level to 390. Get above this. It's a very thin cloud layer, but it's given us some less than desirable bumps. Very long way to go. 1 second. We can change this around a little bit here. Alright, that seems pretty good. Alright. It's like about 2/5 of the way there. Just checking out somebody else's. Twitch, they're trying to get their stream up and running on their PC. So, just doing a couple test videos. What else we got going on? What else we got going on? What else we got going on? Well, I'm listening to myself now. What else we got going on? Well, I'm listening to myself now.
Yeah, I figured that having that TTV would add a lot of.
Alright, I need to kill some time. Let's check some email. Camp Progressive. All right. Wonder how much of a delay I have on my YouTube video. Even though we're live, I don't know if it's just a difference in recording. All right, that's a pretty long delay. So, all right, same ATC situation. Nothing till we get to Atlanta, and they're probably going to be offline by the time we get there, because that is quite a ways away. They've already been on for 2 hours, so I'm not expecting any unless they get some relief and somebody else just takes over. Just to get us through this extra long cruise, I do have the sim and sim rate ×2. So time is passing twice as fast as normal. I will do this for longer flights. Just because I don't want to have to sit through 3, 4, 5, 6 hours of cruise where you're doing absolutely nothing and there's no air traffic control. If there was air traffic control, that'd be totally different, because then we still have a little bit of interaction. If, you know, the bare minimum, we have some radio chatter. But like this right now, this is just absolutely dead, slow. So if I'm streaming at a unscheduled time like I'm doing now, won't typically have the normal people that I have watching my streams, so chat will be dead. Yeah, so not that entertaining of a stream. And of course, we got one viewer, not sure who that is. If they want to say hello, they can say hello. If they don't have to. But I love meeting new people. Or it's somebody who's watching and just had to go away and tend to something. Not sure. Alright, let's see our flight data. Currently, we departed Seattle. Planned arrival in Atlanta. ETA 037 Zulu time. Of course, I am Delta 778. That is my permanent call sign. And our equipment, we are flying the A320neo fly-by-wire version, which is the A32 X-ray November. Altitude supposed to be 390. We're at 3926.7 feet. And we just got a ping. Somebody is coming online. Looks like Denver Center. Yep. Denver Center and Denver Approach, which we won't need approach, but let's go ahead and contact them. They're on frequency 127.65. 127.65. Switch on over for center.
Speedbird 21830, climbing 230.
Denver Center, American 1553, checking in at flight level 370.
I'm not hearing anything from Center, just the traffic from them. Denver Center, Delta 778, currently flight level 390, 37 nautical miles from Kilo Delta 75 Yankee.
Yes, carrier, been a voice.
All right, sounds like while Denver's getting set up, they're having microphone issues right now. So,
Center, good afternoon. Frontier Flight 563 with you, 320, calling 36.
there we go.
Mike, can you hear me?
505.
All right, he's getting set up. So,
American 1553, Denver Center, how do you hear me?
You're 555.
Delta 778, Denver Center, how do you hear me?
you're 5x5 now. All right, now that we can hear him. He heard us check in, so I could tell.
How do you hear me? Can anyone hear me? Test, mic check.
Yeah, we can hear you. You're 5x5.
Naming Denver Center, Delta 42, refers with the flight level 290.
Delta 4205, Denver Center, hello, squawk 6554.
6554, Delta 4205. Denver Center, good evening, good afternoon. Frontier Flight 563 with you, calling 340 for 360.
Should get our squawk here in a minute.
Frontier 553, Denver Center, hello, squawk 6552.
6552, Frontier Flight 563.
So we're never going to be 6'5". No,
Denver
show,
Center.
show what else.
Denver Center, American 1553, flight level 270.
American 1553, Denver Center, squawk 6535.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead.
Squawking 6535, American 1553.
I'm going to check back with him. Denver Center, Delta 77A, currently flight level 390.
Delta 778, Denver Center, welcome, squawk 6556.
556. 6556, Delta 778. All right.
Denver Center, Skywest 3853 with you, flight level 370.
5, 6. All right, now we're good to go. Shouldn't need anything else. Just head on through their airspace.
3853, Denver Center, welcome, squawk 6532.
6532, Skywest 38.
I almost decided on a flight to Denver, but Denver had no ATC either. So it actually would have been perfect if we would have done that. They would have been coming online just as we were getting there. So.
Good afternoon, American 2363 out of QH for 350.
American 2363, Denver Center, welcome, squawk 6507.
There we go.
6507 for American 2363.
Yeah. We won't be in their airspace too much longer. Not sure how clear this camera is, but probably need a little more light because I lean out. I'm not sure if it's just my glasses or looks a little blurry, but that might just be my glasses. Not sure. Need to tweak some lights in this room. Get a couple lamps or something because definitely could use some more light. Needs a new coat of paint too. Don't like this color. Thinking of possibly permanently painting all this, the back wall, green screen color. After we get a couple more lights in here, we're not going to have any shadow on this wall here. This might be a little dark. But, guess we could hang a green screen. Just drop it down here from the ceiling. Right behind the chair.
Still 42 the boys are available. We'll be right back.
Approved, this is question back.
And you know what else I need? A gamer girlfriend. I just got out of a relationship. 5 years. Too many problems. But, yeah, I need a girl that has a life and likes to game. And game together. So, now it's just me in my big old empty house. Ooh, my daughter's 19. She lives down in Georgia with her boyfriend. Hey, Starman. Yeah, I was, I just, honestly, just checked. I was, checking out, you had a Minecraft video on there. It was a couple minutes long. Looked like you were going through some settings. What's the issue that you're having now? It's just low frame rate when you're streaming?
From your Delta Romeo Alpha, Denver, Center, Center.
Sorry if I was talking loud. I have a ATC turned up.
218-330.
There we go. I wasn't meaning to yell at you.
Seabird 218, Denver Center, squawk 6511.
6511, Seabird 218.
Yeah, if you're using Streamlabs, I don't know what,
Hopefully we get about 10 minutes.
That's approved as request to report back.
hold on.
Report back, thanks. 553.
I hate talking when they're talking.
Golf from your Delta Romeo Alpha clearance available by British Conference.
Please copy, Delta Alpha.
What quality are you trying to stream in?
X-ray Victor Airport as filed, maintain 16,000. Expect flight level 180 within 10 minutes. Departure with me, squawk 6525.
Let me switch that off real quick. I know when I started up Streamlabs and I did my first stream, it put me in 1080p. That's what it was trying to, the quality was trying to stream at. Drop that down. Really, you don't need to be, so 1280 by 720. Yeah, you don't even need to be that high, but, and that will help performance. I'm not sure what the next setting is lower than that. I'm trying to think of other things I used. To get the quality of the stream up to where I could actually play and still have
Delta 778 leaving my airspace. Kansas City is closed. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Have a good night.
Frequency change approved. Have a good night, sir. All right, we're going to switch back to 122.8 since we're leaving their airspace. Yeah, try that and see if that helps you out. You'll just have to eventually upgrade your PC a little bit so you can stream at a higher quality. But if you're playing Minecraft, games that aren't heavily extensive, you know, like first-person shooters where you just constantly run around looking really fast, and there's just a lot of draw on your video card, you don't really need to be anywhere near 1080. So I would suggest try 800 by 600, do a quick stream, and then watch it as, you know, if somebody was watching it after you're done. Okay, Twitch put you at 480. Yeah, you're probably gonna need to upgrade pretty soon. Streaming's a lot, so I mean, if you're playing a game and you know your GPU or CPU's being used a lot, it's hard to stream on top of that, because basically you're trying to run the game twice. PC that I'm using now, I custom built this one a year and a half ago, back when I got my 2019 taxes back. I bought that. All the pieces, most of them I ordered on Newegg. Best Buy had a deal on memory that was actually better price than Newegg, so I went ahead and grabbed some Corsair memory for these are 16 gig sticks, I think. I have 2 in there right now. What graphic card do you have? Is it a AMD or NVIDIA? Okay, so it's just Intel PC. Gotcha. Is it a do you have a separate graphics card, or is it just built-in graphics on the motherboard or processor? I don't suggest anybody buy a GPU right now because they're just astronomically high. My video card, I paid about $800 for new, and that was 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago. And right now it's like listing on Newegg for close to $1,600. So it's doubled in price. For the same card. Unbelievable. Yeah, you'll just have to keep tinkering around with it till you find some settings that work. I'm fairly new to using Streamlabs myself, so I barely know how to use it. Let's go look at our map again real quick. All right. Looks like we're over somewhere near Nebraska. And Nebraska's up here, or somewhere in this area. All right, not too much further. That's a fun game. I used to love playing Subnautica. I played it in my VR headset. Felt like you're scuba diving. It's great. So what do you do for a living? Or are you like me? I'm not doing nothing right now. Hurt my back. Well, you gotta take it back to the store? Is something wrong with it, or? Whew. I got a vent right beside my chair. It always kicks on when the heat comes on, but it's just freezing cold air at first. Whew. Yeah, I had trouble with my first one. I had the Oculus Rift. The first version, and I had trouble getting that set up for some reason. I don't know if the drivers or what it was, and ex-girlfriend bought me that one for Christmas about 4 years ago, I think. And then last year I bought the new Hewlett-Packard. It's the HP something. I love that one. It's really good. I just don't have it set up. I used to have all my computer stuff downstairs just when I played, and then when I decided to start streaming, I moved everything upstairs to the loft. Just try to set up an exclusive gaming area. I just haven't hooked up my VR stuff again. I don't play the games where, you know, you put your headset on and then you gotta like move around. So I basically just play games where I can sit in the chair. A lot of simulators, flight simulator and farming simulator. But Subnautica is great in VR. Oh, okay. What kind of link cord? You said you found out you had to get a link cord? And I don't know what track IR is. Oh, okay, head tracking. Yeah. That's some pretty cool stuff. If you have a, really large curve monitor or multiple monitors, yeah, I've seen people play with that. I can't afford that right now, but it's absolutely awesome. Yeah, that right there. That's just awesome. I also used to play for VR. The main reason I got the VR headset was I played Elite Dangerous, which is like a space simulator. And yeah, it's unbelievable in that game. So like even when you're looking around the cockpit, if you look at a certain spot where like a screen would come up, it would like automatically bring the screen up when you look at it. It's really cool. Really cool. I'd love to start streaming that again, but I've got so many peripherals hooked up to my PC. I can't even afford to plug in a joystick right now. Couldn't fly that game with a yoke. Dual screen, yeah, me too. I'm actually, my main monitor is a 48-inch flat screen smart TV, 4K. I use that for my main monitor, and then I got a, I think it's a 27, just a little 27 off to the side. That's where I keep everything running for my flight simulator, so I can keep track of everything, all my graphs, or and my charts, different websites I use, SimBrief, VatSim, and of course the streaming. All right, do the test and let me know how it goes. I know it's frustrating. Definitely frustrating. Alright, we are flying right through the edge of Nebraska and Kansas. Looks like we're gonna scrape right by Missouri. Nope. Actually on track to fly directly through the center of Missouri, because I see St. Louis approach departure is online. And Atlanta's still online. They're showing, they got center, approach, departure, tower, and ground. So I got the full experience there, which is good news for us. I love when VatSim is working. I think we might do another flight after this one. Just not sure where I want to go yet. Not as long of a flight. I don't want to be up for 4 or 5 hours, but definitely might be able to squeeze a 2-hour flight. Maybe Miami, maybe Memphis, Washington, D.C., New York, Chicago, possibly Dallas, Fort Worth. If I had about, I don't know, 2.5, maybe 3, I might do an international flight. Might try Atlanta to somewhere like Cancun. That's one of my favorite places in the world. Not Cancun necessarily. Cancun is fun if you're young and you like to party. It's a party city is what it is. But if you want to go to Mexico and have a more relaxed historical, cultural experience, you should skip Cancun and just fly about 30 miles south to another town that's called Playa del Carmen. And as an adult, that is a much nicer place to visit. Actually, an old church pastor that I used to attend his church, he owns a house in Playa del Carmen. Very cheap to live. If you retire, that's what I'm going to do. When I retire, first opportunity, yeah, I'm going to head down for some tropical weather. I always thought about retiring in Florida, but I don't know. I just love the culture more south. Got to be careful though when you're in those areas, because people will try to rip you off. They love the tourists that don't know what they're doing. So you ever think about going to, like, Cancun, for example? If you fly to Cancun, you can get a round-trip ticket to Cancun for, between $300 or $400, depending on where you're flying from in the United States. But you can also find packages online if you look for like package deals. But I would always recommend don't stay in the hotel zone, which is basically on the really skinny strip of land, actually creates a lagoon between the actual country of Mexico, and then there's a very thin lagoon, and then a small island strip of land. It's out on that. That's where all the partying and all the clubs and all that stuff is. But if you like that kind of thing, I mean, that's fine. But for me personally, I don't spend any time in a hotel room when I'm on vacation except to sleep, and that's it. So I need a bathroom, I need water, and I need air conditioner. Those are the only three things I need when I'm traveling out of the country. So I would much rather go downtown, which is, can be a little more sketchy, but I would always recommend it. There's a motel that I stay at when I go to Cancun. It's literally $20 a night. So you fly there for about $350, $400 round trip, $20 a night. You can rent a car if you want to. It's average. You can rent like little Volkswagen Beetles for like $75 to $100 a day if you want to do that. But they have a bus system that takes you everywhere, which is way cheaper. And just being there, price-wise, what it costs you, it's nothing compared to the U.S. So, like, I could go to a bar and have a dinner and drinks and not break $10 or $15 with the amount of alcohol that I would have, it would have cost me $40, $50 in America or more. I know some of the clubs, if you're into clubbing, it's like they have people outside the club selling wristbands, and if you buy a wristband, that includes your basically your entrance fee into the club and unlimited drinks. So you just show them your band and they'll pour you whatever you want. You don't pay for any drinks when you go inside, and that's like $25 for that band. So, and then, they got all the American restaurants that you would expect to find, when you're traveling overseas, like Hard Rock Cafe and Hooters, McDonald's, Planet Hollywood, Rainforest Cafe, that typical stuff you find when you're on vacation somewhere. But I remember I got this huge plate of nachos, huge. You know, would have been $10 in a normal Mexican restaurant in the States, or 10 to 12 bucks. And I think it was like $4. It came out to about $4 with the exchange rate. And beers, I was drinking Corona, and that came out to about 75 cents per beer and happy hour. So you get 2 Coronas for 75 cents. And more nachos than you could ever eat for about $4. And it's incredible. You hardly spend any money on eating. So you get to, spend all your time shopping. The little shops. I love all the handmade crafts. The guys on the streets that are actually doing the spray paint art. That's always fun to watch. And then you got other things, if you want the cultural side, you got tours for the pyramids around that area. You got scuba diving expeditions, and I think that was about $100 per person. But that included it's like a 1-hour training session where they train you in a pool with the full gear and everything, and then they take you out on a boat and you scuba dive for about 2 hours. Well, the total trip's about 2 hours, so probably takes about 30 minutes there, scuba dive for an hour, and back up. Well, you'd come back up. I think we exchanged oxygen tanks twice while we were doing that dive for $100. I mean, that's just crazy. You can't do anything like that in the U.S. Hey, C-Note, what's up, man? What do you mean you're trying to explore? Oh, when you're on vacation? Hell yeah, man. I think it's stupid. When I used to talk to my girlfriend about that because we'd make fun of people. Why would you fly somewhere like Cancun, Mexico, that's just surrounded by gorgeous oceans and beaches, and spend all day at the damn hotel at the swimming pool? Those people just sit around the swimming pool. You got those home. Don't go to Mexico for a swimming pool. But, it's their money. I guess they can do whatever they want to. Yep. If I want a swimming pool, I'll go down to the Motel 6. or the local community pool or whatever. But and street food. You gotta eat the street food. Street food, that's what I look for when I'm on vacation. I look for the hole in the walls. Don't give me a brand name restaurant or anything like that. If you're pushing a grill around, if you're on the sidewalk, if you got a little truck, or if you're just operating some little Mexican cantina with no sign outside at all, yeah, I'm coming in. You're getting my money because you're gonna have the best food, the best service. One second. Most important thing, you're supporting a family. It's a family business. So what you been up to, man? I haven't seen your streams in a couple days. I get an email now when you go live, usually after you've already been online. Yeah, so I haven't been able to see any of your streams when you're streaming for the last 2 days. Trying to figure out if I want to work and do flight school, or just do flight school, or stay IT. Well, you mean IT with a different company? Or are you still staying with the one you're at? All right. Here's how I look at it. If you make enough money now to not have to work, absolutely have to work, you're in a good position to start your own business, because anything extra you make is extra income. You just have to be careful, you know, not to lose money and end up having to pay too much of your other income into the business. But if you're doing IT, that just seems like you need, you know, advertising, networking. You already know how to do the work. You just need some clients. It just sounds like you're in a pretty good position. And I don't know how permanent that is, if you'll still be in that kind of position, you know, a couple years down the road, and maybe not have quite the same ability to start your own business. I'd do it while you can, if it was me. That's just me. Well, both sound good. I want to fly too, but I just don't have that kind of position, and too old to start now. All right, let's see. Gonna be starting our descent soon. Let's go ahead and bring up our chart, find out where we need to be. Let's listen to, let's check Atlanta ATIS real quick here. 125025.
Left, 29er. North of 2 airmen. Bird advisories in effect. Use caution for personnel and equip adjacent to runways and taxiways. Converging runway approaches in use. Advise on initial contact. You have information Lima.
Information Lima. I need to know what runways are in use.
Airport 8 of information Lima 22510. 1310 at 4.
We're scheduled to come in on 27
10.
left.
Ceiling 2
or 27 right.
Broken. Temperature 7. Dew point -3. Altimeter 3039er. Visual approach runway 30 right. 29er in use. Departing runway 30 left. 29er. North of 2 airmen. Bird advisories in effect. Use caution for personnel and equip adjacent to runways and taxiways. Converging runway approaches in use. Advise on initial contact. You have information Lima.
All right. Let me pull up the airport chart real quick here. So we would have been coming 27 right. And they have visual approach, runway 30 right. What? Oh my God, I clicked the wrong one. I clicked St. Louis. That's STL, not ATL. All right, 125550. Good Lord. Five 5-0. All right, we'll just double click it. Looks like we got departing runways 26 left, 27 right. RNAV off the ground, departing runways, let's approach. 26 right, 27 left. All right, so dang it. All right, we're gonna have to switch up our when we get closer. So we're not going to be able to come in on the runway we wanted to. 27 left. And then probably concourse B. We'll do ramp 2. And if advise you have information Victor. Okay. All right, I'm on your stream. I'm waiting for you to start it up. How'd it look? Low frame rate still, or? All right, let's put our star back up. All right, so we need to be at 13,000 feet by the time we get to Chipper. Nothing else before then, so... All right, so we're going to drop down to 13,000. Go ahead and get that set in. All right, 13,000. All right, we're going to go ahead and start our descent because that's kind of a short to be all the way down to 13,000. So round trip. And drink out 75 cents per beer and happy hour. You get the $12. The handmade crafts. Spend all your time shopping.
It's up.
Whew. All right. Yeah, if you're still watching, Starman, I can hear my stream in your background, so I can tell you're still watching. Yeah, it definitely looks better. It's just still a little bit choppy on the frame rate, so just keep tweaking it until you get, at least on a game like that, you want at least 30 frames per second. But you're getting closer. Much, much closer. All right, let's go ahead and, what are we doing? What are we doing? We need to find out where we are. Right there, not quite in Atlanta Center yet. So we got a little time to prepare. I could probably change my arrival runway information to, we'll go ahead and switch that to 27. No. We'll do 26 right. And let's change that. We'll keep the star to 26 right ILS. Hazen down here. Let's change our arrival to 26 right. Haynes, Matthew, transition, good. All right, let's insert that one instead. Let's turn these up a bit so I can see. Switch over to flight plan, zoom out so we can make sure we are working correctly. Okay, so that's looking good. Definitely better. And just need to adjust that in our flight plan. All right. All right, should be good to go. Let's back, find out where we're at again. All right, we're gonna go ahead and initiate our descent now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are starting our descent. Please return your seat backs and tray tables to their full upright position. Be sure that your luggage is properly stowed
I
either
hear
in
ya.
one of the overhead bins or under the seat in front of you. Please turn off any electronic devices until we have arrived safely at the gate. Thank you.
Yeah, or even I'd recommend flying more of what you're probably going to be training with, like a Cessna. Not sure what you'll be using, Cessna 152 or a 172 Skyhawk. I think those are like the two most common used. Probably 172 now. And just do some GA flights. Oh, they use diamonds. Nice. Yeah, so if I were you, I'd be practicing. I'd be just doing touch and goes and doing circuits around the airport. Find the airport that you actually would be doing your school at, and then practice on that airport, because it's going to be pretty accurate. And you'll get to go ahead and learn your taxiways and all that stuff. That's cool. They let you fly VAs or GA aircraft in the your Alaskan one? Well, that's right, yeah, because they do a lot of like bush trips and stuff like that, right? All right, we're getting close to Atlanta Center, so I'm going to go ahead and switch over. They're at 32.975. Are you following C-Note? He's a good guy. Good job, Emperor. Got yourself another follower. And there's Atlanta. So,
American 622, the airport is at your 12 1 o'clock and 10 miles above airport site.
Airport 10, Mr. 622.
Okay, American 6.2, clear visual approach, runway 36. Okay, clear visual approach, runway 36 center.
Clear approach, runway 36 center, American 6.2.
Okay, American 6.2, you're... Okay.
Atlanta Center, Delta 778, currently at 30,000, descending 13,000 on chipper.
Okay, Delta 778, Atlanta Center, squawk 2016.
2016.
American 6.2, wind 010 or clear to land.
Clear to land, American 6.2.
Okay.
Delta 778, radar contact 5 east of Tullahoma, cross chipper at maintain 13,000. The Atlanta altimeter is 3018.
01A. Descend to maintain 13,000 for chipper 1. 778.
Delta 778, cross chipper at maintain 13,000.
Cross chipper, maintain 13,000. 778. All right, so we're already set for 13,000. So we're going to cross chipper.
Center envoy 5466, checking in at 370.
At 13,000 feet, just like it says here in the chart.
Envoy 5466, Atlanta Center, squawk 2025.
2025, envoy 5466.
Blue Shriek 5264, ramp via Charlie, have a good night.
Hey, Dania. Dania. Tomato. We're starting our descent into Atlanta. So this was a pretty long flight. Left Seattle and almost all the way to the East Coast United States. So I did a little bit of a sim rate increase while we were in cruise to cut it down because we were looking at probably pushing about 5 hours for total flight time. So now it's probably about 3.5 hours. That's what we'll end up with now. We're closer to 4. But we are on our descent now.
Envoy 5466, radar contact 17 miles southwest of Folsom, welcome aboard. Southwest 5019, MSFS line 50 chances advisory to cruise.
Over to Unicom for Southwest 5019. See ya.
For some reason,
Giant 103, cross Aussie at maintain 1200250 knots, the Atlanta altimeter is 3018.
12050 knots at Aussie, Giant 103 heavy.
we don't get much light. Sometimes the tail,
Sorry, now you just said it. What's up?
sometimes the tail light will work on here. Sometimes it won't.
Giant 103 heavy, say again?
Not sure if that's me
I know you
or
just said it, but what's the altitude once more?
something I'm doing wrong or what.
Giant 103 heavy, cross Aussie at maintain 12,000.
Okay, 120,000, thank you very much.
American 622, welcome to Charlotte. Contact tower 118.1 to taxi. Have a good night.
Where's it? Welcome to Charlotte.
Tower 118.1. That's good.
All right, we're going to turn our airspeed on because we need to be down to 250. And if I don't do it now, because we're descending 2,400 feet per minute, it takes a long time to get down
American 24
to 250.
290,
Some more ancestors tomorrow, huh?
Maintain 290, 30,
What is tomorrow? Wednesday? Yeah, I could do that. We'll do some ancestors tomorrow. Yeah, they got this flight out of the way. This was a 4-hour flight. 5 hours. So I can do one more, maybe a 2-hour flight after we get to Atlanta, and then I'll be all caught up. Won't have to fly anymore till the weekend.
American 845, Atlanta Center, climb maintain flight 370.
370, American 845.
Appreciate you stopping by again.
American 2040, descend via the Jonesy to arrival.
I know there's
north. The shroud altimeter is
not a lot to see, because we are flying into live time, so it's definitely dark here coming into Atlanta. Which, that out there is Atlanta, not that one.
feet.
I aim to please. So if you like that game, I'll definitely stream it.
American 1855, contact Shock Tower 18.1.
Ooh. Alright, we're coming into the star now. We'll be crossing here, right here at Chipper, at 3,000 feet. Then hitting approach. So we'll be hitting that airspace, and they will be giving us vectors around to, hopefully, if they don't change us, runway 26 right. And then we'll be on the ground, hopefully about 20 minutes or so. Alright, so we are pulling out 13,000. We descended quite a bit early. I was really worried that this distance to the star wasn't gonna, because we had to go up an extra 2,000 feet, so we were actually flying flight level 390. So 390 to 130 is quite a drop. Thought I'd need some extra time, but just gauged that one wrong. Not a big deal. So we are at the cruising speed we need to be, which is 250 knots. And cruising at 130. Let's just zoom in here to the rate that we need to be able to read the chart. We'll go ahead and get ready for Atlanta approach. They're going to be a 135.325. All right. Now, if you're ever flying Microsoft Flight Simulator, it's always a good idea if you're flying on VATSIM to not wait for all the instructions to come from ATC. You want to be ahead as much as you can, as far as and what you reliably know what will be. So they're not going to change frequency numbers. So we already know, we're going to be switching to approach. You go ahead and put that in there. You don't have to do that later. Just different things, just pay attention, know where you need to be before you're there. All right, we're going to need to switch to local altimeter, which was 3. 3018. Yep, still the same. All right, 3018. So we're about between 300 and 400 feet off. That's the difference. If you're not keeping up with your barometer, your altimeter, your altitude will not be correct, and that can mean the difference between hitting some trees and going over the trees when you're coming in for your landing. So now since we know we're going to be going up, let me pull up this chart real quick so we can put our minimums in, which is going to be 1185, so 1,185 feet above sea level.
Citation 11 Mike, Jacksonville is offline for change advisory through target flight.
So basically, when we reach that altitude, we will be 200 feet above the runway, and that's when you'll hear the computer call out minimum. It's just letting you know that's the minimum altitude to make your decision if you're going to land or climb for a missed approach or go around.
Giant 103, contact on approach 135.32. Have a great flight. Have a good night.
Alright, let's pull our star back up here.
American 2040, contact Charlotte approach 1.
There's Atlanta.
15. Have a good night.
126.15, take care.
What? 136? Where'd they get that at? Was that Charlotte? I don't know. I'm a little confused. I didn't hear where they were at. I was just assuming it was Atlanta since we're on Atlanta Center. Which really could be any airport anywhere in the coverage area.
Delta 778, contact on approach 135.32.
135.32, 778. Thank you. Have a good night. Alrighty, we'll go ahead and contact approach in a moment. Still gonna wait till we get to Chipper. We're gonna have to switch to heading mode here momentarily so we can get our vectors.
Then approach Southwest 481 and sending to 12000 at 250.
Southwest 41, Atlanta approach information Victor's current runway 26 right.
Alright, we got Victor on board and we'll expect 26 right for Southwest 41.
Delta 410, contact center 132.907.
132.907, you have a great night, Delta 410.
Atlanta approach, Delta 778, currently crossing Limkey at flight level 13,000.
Departure hello, Delta 739er, passing through 5,000 feet.
Giant 104 to center maintain 90,000.
That was for Giant 103, you said Giant 104.
Giant 103 heavy, affirmative, descend and maintain 90,000.
Okay, that's 9000, Giant 103.
Delta 739 Atlanta departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 14,000.
Climb and maintain 14,000, Delta 739.
Atlanta departure, American 201, passing 3,600.
And departure, good afternoon, Delta 346, climbing out 3,100 for 10,000.
Delta 739 flight present heading vectors to Jack. I got traffic on the that paused on the departure. I'm working with trying to work with the Soup 4 right now. So just fly heading 180 vectors to Jack.
And departure, Delta 346, 4,300, 10,000.
Delta American 201 Atlanta departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 14,000.
Climb and maintain 14,000, American 201.
Delta 739 left turn, clear direct Jack, thanks.
Left turn, clear to right check, Delta 739.
Southwest 481, descend and maintain 7,000.
7000, or Southwest 41.
Delta 788 Atlanta approach, information Victor's current runway 26 right, fly heading good 140 vectors for the approach.
And approach Delta 346, climbing 10,000.
Delta 346 Atlanta departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 14,000.
14,000, Delta 346.
American 201, contact center 132.907.
329er for American 201. Thank you very much for the departure.
Delta 739, contact center 132.907.
132.907, Delta 739.
American 778 Atlanta.
Delta 778, go ahead.
Delta 778, descend and maintain 12,000, runway 26 right, verify yeah, Victor.
Descend and maintain 12,000 for runway 26 right. 778.
Delta,
Departure, this is Delta 2402, flight level 5,000.
Delta 346, contact center 132.907.
3297, yes.
Delta 2402, Atlanta departure, radar contacts, climb and maintain 14,000.
14,000, Delta 2402.
Delta 585, level 14,000.
Delta 585, center 132.907.
3297, Delta 585.
Delta 2402, traffic 12 o'clock, less than 1 mile at 8,000 and climbing a citation.
Got the traffic inside Delta 2402.
Delta 2402, maintain visual separation.
Roger.
Land departure, good evening. Cessna 3506 tree vehicle request.
Unable. Citation 8054 Tango, Atlanta departure.
Atlanta departure 8054 Tango, sent out.
Yeah, citation 8054 Tango, you appear to be off the departure path. When able, clear direct pencil.
Yeah,
All right, gets a little complicated, so sorry I'm not talking so much.
Tango, so I'm checking it out.
Delta 778, reduce speed to 210, then descend and maintain 1000.
Speed 210, descend, maintain 1000.
Giant 103, descend via the arrival at, descend via the arrival, report the field and site.
Okay, well, descend via the arrival, report the field and site, Giant 103.
Increase speed to 210.
Delta 2402, traffic and factor, contact center 132.97.
132.97, Delta 2402. See ya.
Delta 602, Atlanta departure, radar contact, maintain 10,000.
Maintain 10,000, Delta 602.
Citation 54 Tango, turn right, heading 030, vectors to pencil, maintain 1000.
1000, 030, 54 Tango. Sorry about that.
Southwest 481, when able, cleared direct Bamboo, report the field and site.
Overseas direct Bamboo, we got the field site, Southwest 481.
Southwest 481, cleared visual approach runway 26 right, maintain 180 knots or greater until correction until AJ.
Alright, clear for the visual 26 right, we'll maintain 180 knots until AJ, Southwest 481.
Delta 778, descend and maintain 7000.
Descend and maintain 7000. 778.
Delta 602, traffic 12 o'clock in 2 miles of citation at 14,000, should be no factor turning northeastbound.
We're looking for Delta 602.
Citation 54 Tango, traffic 2 o'clock in 5.
We're a lot of heavy, so we're going to go ahead and drop down to flaps 1.
73 out of 10,000 westbound.
Roger, Delta Tango.
Normally we don't have to.
And Delta 602's got traffic.
Delta 602, maintain visual separation.
Anything
maintain
before 200
separation,
nautical
14,000,
miles
Delta 602.
per hour.
Citation 54 Tango, that traffic has you in sight, will maintain visual separation.
Roger, 54 Tango.
Just getting lined back up with our
Giant
star
103,
here.
the airport, 12 o'clock in 20 miles, report the field in sight.
Looking Giant 103.
Doo-doo-doo-doo, as soon as we get over. Alright, back
Giant
to
103, descend and
95.
maintain 3000.
3000, Giant 103.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pull up
Delta
our
602, Atlanta Center's closing, radar service.
approach because we're going to be coming in.
Quick exchange proof, have a great rest of your night.
Okay,
Delta
so
602.
7,000 is the
V2, citation 54 Tango.
altitude we need to be
able,
at for
clear
our
direct
approach.
pencil.
This will be an ILS.
54 Tango.
So go ahead and switch it on over to ILS.
Giant 103, cleared visual approach runway 27 left.
Clear visual approach runway 27 left, Giant 103.
Back to
Giant
heading
103,
mode.
Heavy at 5 mile final, tower 119.1.
Alright, 5 mile final 19-1, Giant 103, have a great day, sir.
2. Delta 778, descend and maintain 5,000.
Descend and maintain 5,000. 778.
Citation 54 Tango, center's closing, radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
Have a good one. 54 Tango.
No, it's actually taking us much lower because more than likely he's going to have us vectored into Mason. Instead of taking us all the way out to UU.
Sideline departure, Cactus 1549, checking in 5300 for 10,000.
Cactus 1549 Atlanta departure, radar contact, left turn, cleared direct bang, climb and maintain 14,000.
Left turn, direct bang, and we'll climb 14,000.
Atlanta is my hub airport,
Alrighty, in the aircraft with the VFR request, I'm now
which is
able
actually
to accept if you're on the
the
frequency.
busiest, highest volume foot traffic flights in the United States. So, that is actually why I chose this airport when I joined the VA, because I wanted to experience the busiest, most hectic area. Unfortunately, VATSIM doesn't always work out that way. Not necessarily always covered over here. But when it is, usually there's a lot of traffic. So, just like LAX, so it's a little heavier. Alright, we're at 5,000. Let's go back to
Delta 778, reduce speed to 180, then descend and maintain 3,000.
speed to 180 and descend and maintain 3,778.
Cactus 1549 Atlanta Center is closed, radar services terminated, frequency change approved.
Over to Unicom, we appreciate the ATC with the Cactus 1549.
So, yeah.
Alright.
Delta 778, turn right, heading 180, vectors to final.
Turning right 180, 778.
And Delta 778, when you roll out, traffic will be at you 2 o'clock and 4 miles, a 7-3, report them or the airport in sight.
We'll report traffic in sight, 778. Alright.
Delta 778, turn right, heading 245, join the localizer.
Turning right 245, 778.
$2,500.
2,500.
Delta 778, that traffic's now going to be at your 1 o'clock and 8 miles. Southwest 481, contact tower 119.1.
So it took us all the way to Mercer. A little bit early. Alright, that's good, that's good. Alright, we'll go ahead and turn on approach mode. We are good to go. Line us up. I hope. Yeah, there we go. All right. I always get a little worried there because sometimes if I don't have something set right in the MCDU, it just will not capture.
Delta 788, do you have the airport in sight?
Runway 26 right in sight, 778.
Delta 778, cleared visual approach runway 26 right, contact tower 119.1.
Contact tower 119.1. Have a good night.
See ya.
All right, 119er.
Channel 03 heavy at 3,000.
0.9.
Sky 103 Heavy, we're able to say the reason for the go around runway 27 left.
Unstable, sir.
All right. So I'm going to reduce speed. Flaps 2. Down to 1. I think it was 144. So we'll stay about 145 just to be sure. And get ready for flaps full. There we go. Atlanta Tower, Delta 778, currently on final, 3,000 feet. That was a weird sound. We are captured on the glide slope. Everything is good. Flaps full. I can decrease speed a little more. Make sure we are not close to stalling. Alright. No, we seem to be pretty good here. Atlanta Tower, Delta 778, currently at 1,800 on final, 226 right.
Delta 778, Atlanta Tower, only 26 right, clear land.
Clear to land, 778. Thank you. Alright, landing lights. Landing gear. Strobes on.
Delta 28, 60 kind of departure, good night.
And we're going to go ahead and bring up our airport chart. We're landing right here.
500.
Medium brakes.
400.
300.
A little bit
100
low.
above.
200.
Minimum. So there's where it calls out the minimum. 200 feet.
100.
Alrighty.
50.
40.
40.
30.
30.
20.
20.
10. Retard. 5.
10.
Put the nose down slowly. Full brakes on. And we're going to be pulling off probably on Bravo 5. If I can slow her down enough.
Welcome, ladies
Fantastic.
and gentlemen. Please keep your seatbelt fastened until the captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. Ensure you've gathered any
Landing lights
personal
off,
belongings.
strobe off.
Be careful when opening overhead bins, as luggage may have shifted around during the flight. If you need any assistance, exiting the plane,
121.9
please
is
remain
ground.
seated until all passengers have deplaned. We would be happy to assist you.
Walker 1085,
On
Atlanta
behalf of the
Tower,
crew,
RNAV to
I thank you for
MPAS
choosing us, and we look
to
forward to seeing you on
26 left
future
of
flights.
takeoff.
Have a great evening.
Walker 1085, 26 left, clear for takeoff to MPAS, Walker 1085.
Atlanta Tower, Delta 778, clear of runway at Bravo 5.
Delta 778, roger.
Delta 2060 Land Tower.
Make sure we're fully off the runway. Okay.
JetBlue 7020 Atlanta Tower, this is, sorry. JetBlue.
Alright. Atlanta ground, Delta 778. Currently off the runway at Bravo 5. Seeking ramp 5.
Delta 778, hold for only 26 left at Bravo 6.
Hold short 26 left at Bravo 6, no 778.
Tower John 103 Heavy back with you again. Have a correction visual 27 left.
Block. 77720 around 27 right, left and right. JetBlue 27 right, or JetBlue 7020 27 right, line up. John 103 Heavy liner tower 127 left center line.
27 left center line. John 103 Heavy.
Alright, we're holding short.
Land Tower, Delta 215, crossing my check.
Delta 215 liner tower, you're loud and clear.
Thank you very much.
Delta 778, crossing runway 26 right, correction 26 left at Bravo 6, going echo, kind of ground, correction not, monitor this frequency, stay this frequency. Remain this frequency.
Which one? Crossing runway 26 left. Which one?
My frequency.
Okay, JetBlue 696.5 number ready for taxi 27 right.
Sometimes we cut up.
JetBlue 696 liner tower, verified, no Charlie. Roger, verified, did that. No, JetBlue 696. Triple 720, RNAP to football, runway 27, right clear for takeoff.
Runway 27 right, clear for takeoff.
Triple 720, verify RNAP to football.
Airline to football, JetBlue 7020 27 right, clear for takeoff.
Walker 1095, come departure, good night.
Contact departure, Walker 1095, good night.
Delta 778, attached to the gate, have a good night.
Have a good night, sir. Thank you, sir. Have a good night, 778.
JetBlue 696, runway 26, left half the correction, Foxtrot Echo, give way to Delta in front of you.
Okay, give way to Delta and confirm 26 left, JetBlue 696.
JetBlue 696, stand by.
There's a left or right there, 5130, or correction, 103, so no parking.
Giant 103 heavy, indicated left on that, local 3.
Okay, let's make left turn, Giant 103 Heavy.
Giant 103 heavy, do you have a parking?
Whatever is closest.
Giant 103 heavy, tactic south cargo via Romeo, have a good night.
South cargo via Romeo, Giant 103 Heavy. Yep.
Runway 231 on departure, good night.
Departure 231, good day.
Triple 696, I think you're assigned runway 27 right, you can hold for runway, hold for the south, end of the ramp.
Roger, we'll hold short the south end of the ramp, JetBlue 696.
Gotta put our flaps back up. Alright, this one looks good as any. Pull into Delta 13 right here.
Triple 720, kind of departure, good night.
Contact departure, have a good night.
I'm really glad Atlanta was still online by the time we got here, because they've been online since we left Seattle. Get lined up. Parker brakes on. Let's go ahead and connect the jetway. Call for the baggage. All right, our flight is complete. Ooh, glad you all stopped by. Really appreciate the views. Got a couple followers. Really appreciate you guys. Over here on Twitch, if you're watching on YouTube, you like this content for Microsoft Flight Simulator, make sure you hit the like button if you like the video. Subscribe if you want to see more. Make sure that notification bell is hit so you do get updates when I do go live, and for any kind of uploads when I'm doing tutorials or whatever on the different various videos that I do. You guys have a good night. Really appreciate you stopping by. Take it easy.